Hey gearheads, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss a future review from us. And ring that bell so you get notified every time we post.
And if you want to know some details, some behind the scenes of what we're doing, some details about what we're driving, be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, both at GT Garage Talk. And everything that we do, including our weekly podcast, can be found at gtgaragetalk.com.
Links down below.
Hey gearheads, Matt here, and today I get to enjoy the beautiful Barnwell Mountain recreational area outside of Gilmer, Texas, and I have the ideal piece of equipment to experience it. This is the 2021 Ford Ranger Lariat Tremor. Yeah, Tremor, the big bad one, the one with extra lift, the one with big meaty off-road tires. This is the king of the hill right here. I love this thing. What are you doing?
I don't know what you're talking about, Matt, but if we're talking mid-size pickup trucks, this thing is in the conversation. I don't know what this bright yellow school bus is that you're driving.
Yellow school bus, really?
This is where it's at when it comes to mid-size pickups.
Well, that may be the grandpa of mid-sizes.
No, this
is the king right here.
This is the 2021 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. And this is what this aspires to be. This is what made mid-size trucks cool. This is what kept them cool. Look, Marty McFly had one of these way back in the 80s.
Way back.
And Toyota just keeps perfecting it over and over and over. This is as good as it gets.
Continuing to perfect could also equate to never changing anything. It's so far antiquated.
There's something to be said about tradition, and there's a lot of technology actually in both of these rigs. There's a lot of tech in here. This thing is old school, and it's gonna do well out on these trails.
It's old, you're right, it's just old.
Yeah, well, we can bicker back and forth all day long, but why don't you say we hit the trails and take y'all along with us and just explore exactly what Barnwell has to offer and see which one of these comes out on top.
This one. It's gonna be this one.
So Matt thinks he's in the superior vehicle of the two. But
I am.
No, Grandpa don't care. The TRD is king of this terrain for a reason.
I'm in 4 high, by the way.
Okay, I'm switching to 4 high. Maybe. She's just gonna keep beeping at me, I think.
Probably.
I finally got it into 4 low, now you want me in 4 high.
Well, I was gonna do some higher speed stuff, so. Oh my goodness, turn it off.
I'm trying. You weren't kidding about this thing. It does not like getting in and out of 4 low.
You'll have to come to a complete stop for the 4 low on that one. And then neutral and then shift out of it.
There we go.
4 high.
Let's roll. Oh, gosh. Making me eat your dust, I see.
Oh man, this is good. Oh yeah. This is so good.
This is where these trucks were meant to be. Forget on the road. You know, yes, you can live with these day to day, but this is what you're supposed to be doing with both of these. Oh.
Oh, that was a big one.
You getting a little tail happy up there?
I'm trying. I may have to switch it out of four-wheel drive so I get the tail out some. Oh yeah. Now we'll have some fun.
All right. Yeah.
Go. It won't go. There it goes.
It's that turbo lag, man. You gotta have naturally aspirated.
Oh my goodness.
That's where this.
I don't think it wanted.
That's where this 3.5 naturally aspirated V6 comes in handy. Not that little turbo four banger you've got.
Man. Yeah, well, this Turbo 4 does everything that does, and some, and makes it a lot more efficient.
Yeah. But when you want it, you were missing it. Woo!
Oh, that's a big hole. Ugh.
Oh, whoa! That's why I made you lead.
Uh-huh.
Plus, you're a little easier target to see. You stand out.
Do what?
That cyber orange paint stands out just a tad.
Go! Oh my goodness, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh yeah! Oh, now we're talking.
I heard that.
I fixed it. I turned traction control off. It got a whole lot better, a whole lot faster.
Well, there you go. And here we're blaming that Turbo 4.
Oh. Okay, we're doing that one again.
Oh, goodness. I think that's having a little bit of fun. Oh.
Oh, that was a big one. Oh, that was a really big one.
I lost it.
Ah!
I still say Grandpa ain't breaking a sweat out here.
Yeah, well, the spry young fellow's having a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, I can see that. I think it would be safe to say that these are two different approaches to the same end. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes. I would definitely agree. And it's interesting, the differences too. Like, that one is much more, I don't know, much more reserved, but much more planted. This one feels light and nimble, but at the same time, a little, woo, what's the word?
I broke it loose a little too much on that one.
Yeah, the nannies are still kicking in on me on this one.
You like it? You like it?
I like it a lot. This feels much more nimble, but a lot more fragile than that.
Yeah, Tacoma don't care.
Yeah.
Tacoma will power through and just keep going.
Yeah.
And this is much more fun out here, I think, because you've been having trouble turning nannies off and this and that. Man, I just stepped it out so so much I got lost in your cloud. I think it's safe to say that these are two different versions of the same mission and two different ways to go about it. This is a little more old school in that it's got a naturally aspirated V6 and it's a little more rough and tumble. As Matt said, that one's a little more nimble and agile, and to that end maybe feels a smidge more fragile than this thing. Toyota is known for their reliability and not changing much over time. They find what works and improve upon it year after year after year, and that's exactly what this is. That's why this really hasn't changed much in my lifetime. I joked about Marty McFly driving an old mid-size Toyota truck when it was just the Toyota pickup truck, and essentially Toyota has just built on and built on and built on without any radical changes since then. Sure, there have been some enhancements, most notably in 2016 when they completely redesigned the exterior of this, but Toyota knows what works and they keep building on it and keep perfecting it. And the 2021 Tacoma TRD Pro is proof of that. All right, Matt, both of these rigs are the most off-road capable mid-size offering that each brand brings to the table.
Right.
And I know you're very brand biased.
I am.
You've driven both of these through some of these trails that we're currently on.
Yeah.
Give me your honest assessment. And don't let the fact that you're looking down on me right now play into the answer whatsoever.
Oh no, it definitely plays. No, I'm just kidding. I really had a lot of fun with this.
Yeah. Once you figured out how to turn all the nannies off.
Once I figured out how to turn all the nannies off. The high speed stuff, yes. This is a blast. It does get a little buckish, like trying to kick you around some. Not terrible. Completely controllable, just something that I noticed in the dynamics. Ford does a great job of making incredibly light steering across their lineup.
Yeah.
And I wish it wasn't quite so light.
Yeah, I'd say that was where I think I had a little more fun in this, chasing after you, getting sideways and stuff.
Yeah.
You called it Grandpa earlier. Grandpa really didn't care. You can see Grandpa's in this precarious situation right now. We're perched up on 3 wheels, but he had some fun getting through here. And I'd say this is proof positive of why everybody's gunning for the Tacoma TRD Pro.
I'll give you that. I definitely think Toyota's got it figured out, both with the Tacoma and the 4Runner that we also previously reviewed.
Yeah, because let's face it, last time you and I were both out here, we brought the SUV version of this. And we were both gushing over it after we left.
Blown
if you
away.
have not watched that video, we'll link it up in the corner. Go check it out. Very similar color too.
Yeah, like
Exactly. Yeah. But you know, here we've got some beefed up Kevlar enforced 16-inch
Right.
tires.
Yeah.
So what do you got over there?
I've got some General Grabbers.
Yeah.
And they seem to be, or they appear to be, a lot more aggressive looking than the Goodyear Wranglers. No problems from me, but honestly, no problems from those either. I mean, the little bit of articulation and stuff that we've done out here today, neither tire was the limiting factor. If anything, these steps hanging down off of the bottom of this truck are the limiting factor on this thing. Because
so I've been living with that truck for a few days in day-to-day life, and I like them for getting in and out until it comes to loading my 3-year-old in the back. Then I call them shin busters because, my goodness, it hits right in the wrong spot. But yeah, following behind you on a few of these spots and where we're cresting hills, yeah, those were definitely the limiting factor for you.
Knocked down the ridge there a little bit.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
But all in all, both of these are very capable rigs. And let's see, I'd say they're within a few thousand of each other. So.
Oh yeah, very close in price. It really comes down to, what do you want?
Yep.
Turbo 4-cylinder with really decent mileage for a mid-size truck.
Naturally aspirated V6 with the old school 6-speed transmission.
Old school, like big time. But I will say the V6, you know, our theme lately has been, if it had 100 more horsepower, it would be great.
Yep.
If this had 100 more horsepower.
So we've recently covered the 2022 Tundra.
Yes.
And the updates that have come to that after 15 plus years. I'm very anxious to see when, if, how this thing gets a full-on makeover, because Toyota notoriously finds what works and fixes it and enhances and makes it just a little bit better instead of going full scale.
Right.
Changing it up.
They're the epitome of refinement when it comes to what they do.
Now, Ford is already working on a enhanced version of this for 2022. We've seen some teasers of it.
Yeah.
This is also the platform for the big Bronco.
It is.
So a lot of very capable technology and things going on in here. I will say, having driven the Bronco off-road myself, I was a little disappointed that this didn't have quite all the electronic fun things inside to mess with. It's got 4 terrain modes, and you could have, as you proved, a decent amount of fun on it.
Yeah, the sand mode made a huge difference in the throttle response and the way that this thing drove, along with turning the traction control and the stability control off.
Yep.
Huge difference.
So there you have it. We just had a quick afternoon out here in Gilmer, Texas at the beautiful Barnwell Mountain Recreation Area, testing out the 2021 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro and
the 21 Ford Ranger Lariat Tremor.
And it's kind of a split decision.
It really is.
Try them both. Go out, test drive them if you can find them, because these are both very capable rigs and approach the same tasks in 2 very different ways. But Grandpa Tacoma, he don't care.
He don't care.
And until next time, bye.
Oh, that's a big hole.
Yes, it was. That's why I made you leave.